Hello, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to be discussing plugin. And this is a very crucial aspect when you are working with WordPress. Okay, what exactly is plugin? When you are installing your WordPress, there are some features that you can have by default. Because when you are installing your WordPress, of course, you have some default themes. If you could remember, we have some default themes that were installed along with our WordPress. So there are some features that were installed by default. But sometimes you may need some things on your blog. You may need some features to be enhanced. You may need to add some things to your blog. So when you need to add something to your blog that is not there by default, then you need to think of plugins. So plugins add additional functionalities to your website. Now, when we were working on posts, we came under plugin to install classic editor to resolve an error, and this plugin actually changed the environment of our post. And when we were working with widgets also, we came here to install classic widgets to change our environment, and that is what changed our widget area to this layout. So if I come here now and deactivate this plugin that is called classic widget, then let me refresh this widget area, then you can see that the environment changes. Okay, it is not that we cannot actually work with this environment, but it is more stressful to work with this environment like this. Okay, so we prefer to install this classic widget. Okay, when I activate it again, you can see, let me refresh, you can see the layout now. It is now easier. We can just drag and drop it to wherever we want the widget to be. Okay, so that makes it easier. Now, what this plugin has done for us is to help us to add additional functionality to our widget area. Now, I'm going to be using about 3 plugins as a sample. So we are going to be using search engine optimization plugin, we are going to be using comment plugin, and we are going to be using a plugin that can enable us to share our post to different social media. Okay, so let's go under plugin and let me explain this environment to you. Then we can install the plugins that we want to use in this tutorial. So we have thousands of plugins to work with. Just think of whatever you want on your blog, then you can search online for the plugins that can do it. Okay, now let me go online. For instance, maybe I need a plugin to back up my website, so in case there's problem, I can have a copy of the website somewhere so that I can restore the website. Now let me just type, what are the plugins for WordPress backup? Okay, then I'm going to press enter. So you can see it right here, the 11 best WordPress backup plugins for 2024. Okay, now if you are making any research about your blog, I recommend this WP Beginner. They have rich articles on WordPress. Okay, so I will recommend them so that you can follow them to learn better. Okay, so you can see 7 best WordPress backup plugins. So you can search like this and you will know the plugins that you want to use to perform whatever task you want to perform. For instance, now maybe on your blog you are trying to set up membership or a discussion forum. You can easily type it on Google that what are the discussion forum plugins, then you can install and do your settings. Okay, I hope you understand the concept of plugins now. Okay, so let's go back to our plugin environment. So on this plugin we have installed 3 plugins already: Backuply, Classic Editor, and Classic Widgets. Now for the ones I have installed, let me explain what you can do with them. There are some plugins that comes with settings, so you can click on settings here to do your settings. But if you see this classic widget does not have settings, Backuply does not have settings, but that does not mean that you cannot see the settings somewhere. Now if you move to your right hand side, you will see enable auto update. The developers of this plugin, sometimes they update their plugins, so you may need to update it. You can see it right here. There is a new version of Backuply available, version 1.2.7. details or update now. Okay, so if I click on update now, then it will update, or rather I can turn on auto update, that even when I'm not logged in to my website, my plugins can update by itself. Then if I come on top here, I have some links here. I have all, active, update available, auto update disabled. Okay, all means the number of plugins you have here. So I'm having just 3, and that is why you are seeing 3 here. The numbers of plugins that are active, they are 3. So if I deactivate one, for instance, then you can see active, it turns 2, then inactive plugin turns 1. So you can see that, but I need this classic widget. Then you can see update available 1. This is the plugin that needs to be updated, and it is just one plugin. The other 2 plugins are up to date. Then auto update disabled is showing 3. It means that none of these plugins are on auto update. So I can enable auto update here. So you can see I've enabled auto update here. Then when you check here, you can see auto update disabled 2, meaning it is 2 that are disabled now. Now if I want to deactivate, I can click on deactivate. After deactivating, for instance, if I click on deactivate, then I will have an option to either activate it again or delete it completely from my blog. But I want to activate it again because I don't want to delete it. Then I can also perform bulk action. So I can choose like 2 plugins here and come under bulk action. I can click to update, to deactivate, to activate, to delete, to enable auto update, to disable auto update. So all options that you can perform with your plugins, they are here for you to choose. Now let us move to adding our plugin. So I'm going to click on add new. Okay, so we are going to install 3 plugins in this video. Then in the next video I can teach you how to customize them and how they function. Now we'll be needing SASE Social Share. That will enable us to share our posts on our blog. So I'm going to click on install. Okay, it is installed. I'm not activating yet because I don't want to leave this environment yet. Okay, so another one is Yoast. Yoast is an SEO plugin. Like I said, when you have a plugin for a particular purpose, it doesn't mean that there are no other plugins that can do that function. Okay, you can search online for whatever you need, okay, as a plugin. Now when you are choosing plugin, you also need to be careful because there are other plugins that can do the same thing that these plugins can do, but you need to check. For instance, now you have checked online for the 7 WordPress backup plugins, then you come here and search for them. Then you need to check how many active installation, the ranking, when last was it updated. So you need to put those things into consideration also. So this plugin was last updated in 2 weeks ago, then compatible with your version of WordPress, because even WordPress itself works in version. So you need to update. When they release another version, then you need to update it. So it is compatible. Then we have 5 million plus active installation, and 27,000 people has rated this plugin 5-star. So you can see this plugin is good to go. Now if you look at this other plugin here, it was last updated 2 months ago, but it is still compatible with my version of WordPress. So that is how to check the plugins, when you are trying to compare between 2, 3 or 4 plugins, then you need to check their installation rate, their last updated, then if it is compatible with the version of WordPress you are working with. So I need to install now. Alright, this is the second plugin we have installed. So let us install the third one. And the third one is going to take care of our comment section. So you can type comment, then it will come up. The name is WP Discourse. So I'm going to install right now. Okay, now I can go to my plugin environment. Alright, so I have Sassy Social Share, WP Discourse, and Yoast SEO. 3 of them are not yet activated. Now let me tell you what 3 of them we do in this blog. Now, Sassy Social Share is to enable us to have social media buttons on our blog so that we can share to those social media. Then WP Discourse will change your comment section on your blog. Then Yoast is for search engine optimization so that your blog can be accessible on Google and rank well on Google. Now let's go to our comment section. So if I click on a post right here, okay, you can see our comment form the way it is. So I'm going to activate this plugin called WP Discourse. Okay, then another thing you need to notice is that when you install your plugin, you can easily see a simple description of that plugin. So you can see WP Discourse WordPress comment plugin, innovative, modern and feature-rich comment system to superchange your website comment section. So you can see the comment section the way it is now. So let me refresh right here. Okay, so after refreshing, you can see the comment section the way it is. So from the comment section, I can see the picture of who is commenting, provided that the person has his avatar. Then I can log out and log in from here. I can format my text. If you notice it, there was no option to format text in that previous one. I can add attachment from here. Then if somebody is commenting, I can react to the comment. I can check the thread of the comment. Okay, then you can see this box on the bottom left corner. Would love your thoughts, please comment. So when you click on it, it will take you straight away to the comment box. Okay, so if I click on it, it will take me directly to the comment section. Now I want to mention something here. Sometimes when you install your plugins, I told you that you can see settings. Okay, so if I want to work on this WP Discourse now, I can click on settings to do my settings. And if you are not seeing settings here, you can sometimes come under settings here. You will see where to do settings of your plugin, and sometimes some plugins will create additional link here on the dashboard. So what I'm saying is this: if you are not seeing settings here, it may likely be under settings here, or it may have additional link. Okay, so you can see right here that I've installed WP Discourse. Now I can see setting here, and also when you look among the links here, you can see WP Discourse. So you can see dashboard, settings, phrases, tools, add-ons, form. So all these items has to do with WP Discourse. So that is what happens when you install your plugins. Now we will do more customization in the next lesson. Now another one we installed is Sassy Social Share. Okay, so I'm going to activate it, then see what it does. Now, so if I come and refresh my page right here, you can see to the left hand side, these social media icons were not here before. Then if you move to the top, you can see these social media icons were not here before. So if I click on Facebook, I can share this post to the Facebook, and that will actually help you in growing your blog. Okay, so when you are running your blog, you are expected to create a Facebook page where you can be sharing your post to. Then if it is a good post that is engaging to people, people can also help you to share. Okay, so you can see it here, spread the love. People can click on it and share to their own social media platform. Okay, so that is the second plugin. Then the third plugin is Yoast SEO. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, so if you look by the left hand side now, we have additional link for WP Discourse, Yoast SEO, and Sassy Social Share. But if you cannot see additional link, like I said, you can come under settings. You might likely see settings there. Now, what does Yoast SEO do? It works with your post. So if I come under post and click on any post, now let me just edit this post. All right, so when you scroll down, you can see additional section here. So you can see additional section. So from here, you need to put your focus key phrase, because when people are searching on Google, they use keywords to search. For instance, now when I was searching for plugins, my keywords were plugin and WordPress. So when you are posting, you need to state your keywords so that when people are typing, your post can come up. Okay, so when people are searching on mobile phone, this is how your post will look like. Then they can click on it. So for the desktop, you can see the way it looks, just the way it is looking right here. You can see this post right here. When I searched, this post came up. So when they also search using keywords that is related to your post, then your post can also come up like this. So in the next lesson, I'm going to discuss these 3 plugins better. So we are going to do the customization of the plugins. We are going to do our settings on the plugins so that we can know what they do better. Okay, so now for this social share, we can decide to remove this. We can decide to remove some icons there. We can decide that we don't want this icon to show at the top, we want them to show below. So it all depends on us. So in the next lesson, I'm going to delve deeper on that. All right, I hope you understand this lesson, and I hope you stay motivated for us to finish this course. All right, thank you for taking this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson.